everyone, I am Tacit, and welcome to the Gems of War campaign 14, week 1, day 7. So today, of course, we're going to be going over all of the weekly spoilers for the week, as well as just kind of finishing everything else up. We got Arena finishing up, and I'm pretty sure that's actually it, because we already finished out raids and everything else. And of course, we actually did all the challenges last night too for the good old Kedar trials. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It took us like, what, 43 minutes? Somewhere around there? Give or take a little. It wasn't that bad at all. Anyways, let's go over all the spoilers. So, first things first, the troop that's coming in. The Fallen Satyr, Pensvale, so Pensvale event, of course. The final week before the Great Old Adana we rework. Of course, that's not happening next week, but the week after that is gonna be what on earth is gonna happen with that. Oh, gosh, this light keeps falling. I was trying to fix this earlier, 1 second. Wait, you stay there. Stay there. There we go. Gosh, I need to fix the lighting situation in this room. Actually, I should be getting the thing on the ceiling repaired hopefully in the next month or two. I've been meaning to for years now. What ends up happening is during when the hurricanes a while back, there was actually one thing that wasn't actually fixed with all the hurricane insurance money the other year. What was that, last year? 2 years ago? Whatever that was. But one thing that actually wasn't fixed during that is one thing that got damaged. A couple things. One of them is actually the vent in the bathroom, which hasn't been fixed. But the other one is the light on my ceiling is still broken. Like the eternal wiring to it. I'm not sure what it is, but it just does not function. Doesn't matter if you replace it out or what. Just something up with the eternal wiring. We just have never bothered fixing that yet. But anyways, another news. Fallen Satyr ends up removing all skulls. Then for each skull removed, ends up getting +1 magic to all other allies. Wait, what? Removed. +1 magic to all other allies. Interesting. Then creates skulls equal to the ones removed. That is a weird mechanic. That is a very weird... What did I just read? It removes all skulls, creates that many skulls, and for each skull removed, gives magic to all other allies. What a weird troop. So basically, you're getting some board clear, replacing skulls for however many you just removed, meaning it's very unlikely they're going to get aligned. Even if you have 12, it's pretty unlikely because there's 0 skulls on the board, 100% chance, since you just removed them all. That is such a weird mechanic. But yeah, it gives some guaranteed magic to your allies at least. But that doesn't seem like a particularly efficient way to do so compared to, like, anything else that does. Like, it's a higher number, generally speaking. Like, you're definitely going to see this in Arena. But, yeah, I don't really see this being used in many other circumstance. That is such a weird ability, though. Cool to see something new, but wow. That ability is all over the place. But anyways, seems like it's just rarity order for the ward event, though, which is nice. Just don't take Flesh Golem, and you should be good to go. Oh, it should be the ultra rare battle, as long as you don't do that. Yeah, pretty straightforward event, looks like. Oh, is this one of those increasing ones, though? As the battles get harder, okay. Yeah, it's rarity order, but you have to keep taking the same ones whenever you see them. This will probably mostly be relevant for, I guess, these two. However, for the most part, as long as you're just not taking Flesh Golem, it ultimately won't really matter in the end, will it? But, anyways. Oh, so hello, everyone, by the way. I didn't even say all the hellos. Hello, Bill. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, NASA. Hello, Genki. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Genki. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Maximus. Hope all of you guys have been having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. So you're getting so mad at Gems of War, why what happened? Hello, Sushi Ninja. I know some people got mad at the patch. The good old 6.9. And technically the 6.9 round 2 when they did 6.9.5. Also, we'll be going over that tomorrow. Oh no, am I going to make the title of tomorrow's video the 6.9.5 update? Because honestly, that's what's happening. They actually already have it. It happened a couple days ago, but it doesn't take effect until tomorrow, realistically. But we are in 6.9.5. 6.9 round 2. But yeah, it didn't really do anything. Actually, I could show the patch notes real quick. I already went over it the other day, but I didn't really do much. If we go over to patch notes right here, the 6.9.5 updates. But all it did was they fixed the missing confirmation pop-up. So now you could buy those pet thingies again for 200 gems each for 1,000 for a max pet. Pretty reasonable. They fixed the issue with the victory defeat music. So, you know, just a music audio glitch. So nothing too much there. I'm pretty sure most people don't even play with the audio on. I do, mostly just for a little bit of background noise. And there's a few audio cues. Though not when it's broken like that, but apparently they have fixed that. They've also fixed a potential lockup for early game players, which, you know, that doesn't affect anyone unless you, like, literally started in last week. And they fixed an issue where players were playing the final ward quests, would cause the quest menu to appear over the other menus, which is more so just a menuing issue. So the only two things it really did was fix the trials, so we don't have that million cost thing, we have the 200 thing, and actually has a proper warning menu, and an audio fix. And that's basically it. Like, pretty much this is all they did, was fix the pet thing. Like, for most people, that is basically the only thing 6.9.5 did. But obviously it's just a little mini patch to kind of fix some of the issues brought in by the good old 6.9. Anyways, in other news, other things we have going on this week. So we still have the Mythic, by the way. Mythic came in last Friday, we covered a whole video on it. Pretty cool Mythic. But overall, he's still going to be around for a little while. Also, why on earth did I click there? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the weekly objectives. But anyways, other things that we have going on next week. Obviously, Arena is finishing now. Ward event we already went over. So faction event, it is for Pan's Veil. So we do have the Warrens as far as the faction. Warren's still to this day the only faction in the entire game that has a +2, or it gives 2 arcanes, or actually multiple arcanes, every time you complete it out. It's the only Underworld faction where the final battle ends in arcane. And even the Deep Delve variant got the same thing, so that's kind of cool. Wednesday we have Pet Rescue, something we already had. I don't remember which one this is. It is Wild Folk bonus, makes sense. It is a pretty Wild Folk heavy location. Class event obviously is for the Pan's Veil hero class, which is Bard. Bard, pretty underused these current state of the game. Mostly only used if you're doing like a weird 4x Wild Folk team, and that's about the only time. And this Friday we got some raids, and I'll also be bringing in a new weapon. If we go check over the weapons, we can actually see it right over here as far as what that will bring in, and it brings in whatever on this thing is. It ends up exploding a bunch, so it's just explodey for Forest of Thorns, it looks like. That's not bad. Blue-brown? Not bad either. Anything good? Do you get Entangle? Yeah, you do. Entangle and Bleed first slot. That's actually kind of funny, because one thing that resides in Forest of Thorns is Bloodthorn? Bloodroot? Whatever that one guy is called, that has the Entangle Bleed mechanic, and this weapon also has the Entangle Bleed mechanic. Kind of funny there. But, yeah, not bad. Explodey weapon and Entangle. Not the best, not the worst. Does what it needs to do. And then next week, we got the Adana rework. And by next week, I don't mean tomorrow. Next week as in literally next week. 7 days from now. And several hours from now. But, yeah, that's not next week, but, you know, next week. Then the week 7 days forward from now. Not the next week of tomorrow. But anyways. But, yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens for the Adana rework. I am very, very, very curious what happens with that. Obviously, Ironhawk being the most noteworthy one of, what will happen? But as long as they don't touch Ironhawk, I'll be pretty happy. Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's go do some things. So, most of the things we've already kind of finished those, so I guess we're just kind of clearing through some dailies real quick. And then probably messing with, the good old Arena. Oh, come on, we already hit it. It's cursed too, so we might get super trapped here. Oh, only Spike, that's fine. I think it's Bleed, if I'm not mistaken. And we even gained Bless, so I think that Bless is going to happen after the fact, meaning we basically don't even have Bless. Let's just go run Zolgoth on them, I guess. If I can click the button, there we go. So hello, Logic Slayer! Hello, Lester! Hello, Reloadin'. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Take our explosion. Just looking back at chat a little bit. Also, hello, Right as Rain. Welcome, welcome. You got 4 green. Oh, you got really unlucky on the dragons? Yeah. I know the feeling. Yeah, I'm surprised they still haven't made any kind of change to that. Obviously, they made Dragonite easier to get compared to when it first launched, so not by much, but, you know, easier than it was. But there's still a lot of changes they need to make to it, most notably how luck-based it is. And we went like 4 times over odds, so we know what it's like to get super unlucky on it. Out of every person who is buying Dragonite every single day since it first came out, I think we were one of the last like few percent of people who could have possibly have gotten it any later than what we did. We got like near maximum unluckiness on it. As far as how long you can go without actually getting the full set. Yeah, not being able to afford Dragonite every single day is a factor too. Because luckily we had near infinite gems, so that wasn't as big a deal. But the longer it goes on, obviously, the less gems you'll have. And you can easily eat through it for pretty much forever. Like, it took us 6 months, and we were doing it literally every day. There are a few more ways to get Dragonite now. It doesn't make it up for the whole range. So I'm not sure why I still run Flamer for this team. I more so just do it out of habit for the amount of years we've been doing it. There's so many other weapons that could be used there. But I like the Flamer, so we stick with it. How hard is it to get like 1 mana? Gosh, we're about to kill this thing with skulls at this rate. And of course the Zul'Goth tradition of it is finally in one-shot skull range, it has full mana. Meaning there's no point in getting into one-shot skull range. And of course it's always worth buying the thing every single Sunday. Technically it's worth buying every single day, but particularly Sunday. For absurdly good value. I guess we'll clear out Adventure Board. Oh, so what is the flash offer they're doing? Okay, they've been doing some really bad flash offers lately. Surprised we haven't been seeing any good ones. They've all been kind of meh. We'll go for this one. And then we'll go check on Arena. So hello, Jonian. Welcome, welcome. Streamer luck strikes again. Wait, what did we do? What did we do to get lucky? I missed something. You're enjoying a new Mythic? Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I'm just not really sure when I'm going to use it again. Like, I have 3 of them. It's fun to use. It's decent to use. I just don't know when it's actually going to be viable to bother bringing it out. Because this is one of those really weird categories where it's just slightly too slow. Like, you could still use it. You could use it as a primary team for a couple things. But it's just too inconsistent, I think, is the main thing. It's not even that it's too slow. It's that its difference between a good battle and a bad battle is way too wide. Compared to a team more like this, where, you know, it still has its bad battles. But the average battle is pretty quick with it. And if you compare it to Zul'Goth, Zul'Goth has some of the higher consistency in the game. Where you always know about what you're getting into every single fight. The difference between good and bad is just winning instantly or winning slightly slower than instantly. Because Zul'Goth does actually combo into instant win if it lands everything. If it just keeps getting skulls as Cascade, combined with the extra turns on board. Alright, let's test our luck with Arena today. I do want to do 2 more just to grab the event keys. I don't think we're doing much more beyond that then. And after that, we'll probably just throw some Vault keys because we want way more value from that. Tall, you've been nerfed a billion times while trying to get buffs, so you're useless. How much is this scatter damage? Deal a bunch of scatter damage, boosted by Forest of Thorns allies, and silence the first enemy. We could try. It's doing at least 20 every time. I don't know, how many Forest of Thorns allies are we possibly going to draft? Nope. Oh, I thought that was one for a second. That's Silverglade. I thought it was based on its appearance for a second. Nope. Oh yeah, this is that one weird True Damager one. You need Entangles on the opposing team for it to be good though. Or not True Damage, but the multi-hitting one, I mean. I don't know, is that even worth it? Probably not. This one Defense is kind of auto-win. I don't know, this almost seems like our first reroll. I'm not liking these options. Ooh, that changes things slightly though. Swordmaster's also kind of funny, but Alchemist? Now, what is this team? Do we even care to keep this team? I'm not quite sure what's happening with this team. I'm not quite sure what's happening here. Something's happening. We'll give it a shot. It's a weird team, though. We've been getting some really bad drafts this weekend. I'm not sure what's been up with it. But it's probably been one of our worst weekends for just random non-reroll drafts. In a very long time. I was like, can we get Alchemist mana? How much damage are you just doing it straight up? Do a bunch of damage to an enemy, gain... Yeah, you gain no mana back. So, yeah, that's not happening. I will let you poke it. Honestly, it's... Oh, wait. You didn't go for the better skull? That's strange. You had the option to and then decided not to. Okay, well, Alchemist on that, because why not? Get that rolling. Move that over. Move that over. Move that over. Yeah, we go for it. That should kill first slot, right? Come on! No! You can't let it live with 1 HP. It's not allowed. I'm about to just re-roll this whole team. I honestly should have done... the second I saw it, I was like, yeah, we probably should. And after seeing this fight, I'm like, yeah, we probably should. Like, we could win all the way if we really wanted to with that team. But we really shouldn't bother trying. Oh, this is a bit better. Shadowhunter... Fizzbang... The problem with Fizzbang in Arena is I'm concerned with it getting its mana going. I'd rather just go Shadowhunter, put it in first slot, and get like 1 poke where it could do something. Oh no, Royal Engineer is that one that hasn't been nerfed. I really hope during the Adana rework they actually nerf him. That might seem weird, but in Arena he's actually absurd. The amount of armor he gives is way out of whack compared to what something should be doing in Arena. But yeah, he's been kind of broken in that regard. Do a bunch of damage with insta-kill chance, a bunch of damage with Submerge. Honestly, just for color coverage, I kind of feel like taking the dragon thing and putting it in last slot. Oh, Corpse Mirror. That's fun. Play it like it's a bounty hunter day. Oh wait, are you a bounty hunter troop too? No, you're just, I'm thinking of the other turtle thing. Wrong turtle. Oh, we even get a brown to cover our colors. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a much better draft. Shadowhunter, you go in first slot because why not? You go behind. Why does everything in my team have 6 attack? We got 666. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm not sure why I'm putting my turtle in the safest spot, but yeah, why not? Because you heal, so... Yep, that seems to be the team. Okay, this should work out really well. Oh, so hello, Supernova! Welcome, welcome. So hello, Chad. Welcome as well. Welcome back. Hey, we finally did the Breath of the Wild stream earlier today. Actually, we're going to be doing a lot of midday streams. I did not intend to do so many this week. But for whatever reason, everything I want to play is all happening this week simultaneously somehow. So, yeah, so we're going to be a little busy. But, let's see. So, what's everything? So, today we did Breath of the Wild. Tomorrow, Darkest Dungeon 2 launches. Or, you know, the official Steam launch of actual, like, 1.0. With them not being in beta anymore. So, that launches on Monday, tomorrow. What else? Tuesday, we'll probably do more Breath of the Wild because we need to get that done before Friday when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Wednesday, Fall Guys is finally having an update. Remember that game that died and never had an update ever again? Well, they're finally having an update again. I think they're adding a map editor. But yeah, I've not played that in months, but I don't know. I'll go back for that for a day. Why not? Then Thursday, we're trying to finish Breath of the Wild. And then Friday, Breath of the Wild 2. And that'll take like all weekend, if not longer. Let's see. I want to take it that way so we can't get a skull. Now we poke with that. Boom, boom, boom. A little unfortunate he got a summon there. Okay, we still have 10 attack. Oh, doesn't that thing have a chance to insta-kill? That was like the weirdest troop ever when he came in. It's like, why on earth does he just have like a random extra turn chance out of nowhere? Or, I mean, kill chance, I mean. Well, he's not really my only move, Brown vertically. And he didn't take it to counter? What's the AI doing today? That's the second time they passed up on just Skull sitting there right waiting for them. That's so unfortunate. Alright, I was just gonna take that over. Doesn't even matter if it gets this thing, that's fine. We'll take some blue. I should take the brown first, it's fine. We don't have a cascade there, can't really do anything with that. Can't move the other thing. We have purple to do absolutely nothing. It's like the only, it's like literally the only color we don't use. It's like, here's your purple. All 0 of them. Oh, don't just take the Corpse Mirror, I need that. Okay, let's take a green. Throw a poke at it, he's dead. We needed that. Oh, sure, this team's doing much better than the other one. No, it's fine. This team's definitely going to go all the way. It's just not the greatest. We just been doing really bad on drafts. It's not our fault. It just keeps giving us nothing of value. Let's see. I'll take that over. This might be one of the worst weekends we've ever had for just the overall drafts that you initially get. Because this was a draft we got after the other drafts, which is why it's a slightly more coherent team. Still not anywhere near where it needs to be, but slightly more coherent. 3 hits. Neither of them hit the thing I actually needed to hit. Wonderful. Let's Seems about right today. Okay, we'll take that over. There's 2 different ways to kill it, and this is... Oh, whoa, that's not one way. Well, there goes one option. Nope. Not today. Well, so I think that was exact damage, because Corpse Mirror I think has a 2 times, which brought up to 9, and then the 2 skulls, which does the other 2. So that did exact damage. Because he had no armor left. Yeah, we'll take a blue, why not? I hate how much that blue is blocking our Corpse Mirror, though. Like, yes, it's good for that first, like, Shadow Hunter poke. Beyond that, it's not really doing much. Anything else we can kind of move around? Not really. Let's take a skull and just poke him. Yeah, we'll throw the other one. Boom, boom. Barrier. Is there anything we could do about that? Not really. We'll poke us. We'll take a... oh, wait! Extra turn there. Nice. Almost didn't see the 5 times. I can actually Corpse Mirror for that. Oh, it's not enough damage, though. I should have just taken a skull. Well, then again, the skull wouldn't have been enough damage either, so I guess that does work out. We'll do that. Poke, poke, poke. I'm not even going to risk it. We're just going to poke there. Get her nice... oh, no! I got to give him that. Unless we're going to... oh, we'll overkill him. Why not? That is such an overkill there. Oh, we'll take it. And 1 HP, and always kill it with the little cannon thing. How's that little McDouble Dad? Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Alright, 2 more fights, and then we'll go do 1 whole more arena after this one. And I'll probably just mess with some Volkies, because at that point, there's not really worth trying to do another 4 arena runs after that. Just to get, what, 60 writs? Or whatever it is. At that point, honestly, you might as well just start hunting for merchants. Because you'd get more value just from spending 20,000 gold on the merchant thingy than you would from even the next objective. Like, it is so sad how little it gives. And they still haven't fixed that. It's one of the weirdest things ever. They, for whatever reason, made it so you get like 0 writs everywhere in the entire game. But the second you can buy writs for gold, they make it like the cheapest offer in existence. It is so weird. Like, you get more writs buying that once than like every writ option you have in an entire month. Generally. As far as where it's all scattered and everything. Just so strange that they scaled it so high. After making it so absurdly hard to get for so long. Well, definitely a good change, nonetheless. Did Isabel remind us of what? Wait, what did we forget? What did I forget tonight? What's the billionth thing we forgot this time? Oh yeah, YouTube notifications are kind of weird sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I feel like the only time I get a YouTube notification at like the exact time it should is if I'm specifically checking my phone at a given time, which is almost never because I very rarely check my phone. But if I'm ever doing that, I feel like that sends notifications instantly. But every other means of like YouTube notification, I feel like does not work properly. I forgot last night. Wait, what did I forget last night? No, I deliberately didn't use Arena. I mentioned it at the end of the stream. Unless you're referring to something else that I forgot. If you're referring to not doing Arena, we deliberately didn't do Arena last night. It was mentioned like all the way near the end. Unless it got cut off, but it shouldn't have. Oh wait, did we say a second code and we never handed out a second? I thought we did. Apparently not. One arena down. Oh! Wait, that's huge. That's the verse I need. Wow, Arena actually gave something good for once. The exact verse we needed. Also, that's another thing that scaled so weirdly. Verses only cost 45 gems. I still don't understand that either. Or sorry, 50 gems. But you know, they get scaled down for the Arena offer thingy. But I remember when we knew they were going to come, but we didn't know how much gems they would cost. I was saying, like, if it was under 200 gems, it would be worth buying every time. They're 50 gems. The whole set is 200 gems. Not each, but literally each individual one is, or, you know, all 4 of them together, I mean, is 200 gems. But it's actually kind of insane how cheap they made them. Burn an enemy, deal some damage to them, and convert red to skull. It's actually insanely good for Arena. There's a really high mana cost though, but it's really well rounded on stats. It's gonna go at least once. Sunbird's kind of meh, but I still kind of want to click on it. In Arena, it's mostly bad, but it's still enough damage that's actually worth taking. It's not bad in the sense that it's bad, it's just bad in the sense that it's not as good in Arena. Though in all fairness, most things are. Well, some things are better. Get a bunch of reds, boosted by my gold. How many reds are we realistically going to get, though? Like, it's not really worth it. Yeah, it's still the most worthwhile thing in our entire draft there. Wow, why do we keep getting such bad colors here? Our team is burning a Clarion and nothing else. Okay, we gotta redraft that. Our entire team is just burning a Clarion. I don't know, is he a hard enough carry to auto-win on his own with nothing else at all on your entire team? Because if the answer is yes, we might as well stick with it. Burn an enemy, deal some damage to them. So basically, it one-shots whatever it hits and converts reds to skulls. Ah, why not? We have some red spam. We'll make it work. Who's our first slot in all this mess? Because he can't be a Clarion. He could have to be Moneylender, but I also need him for red spam. I guess it's Golem. What on earth is this team? But yeah, it'd have to be Golem then. What a weird option. Let's see. I'm not agreeing to give the code. I'll hide out the code a little bit. As far as the other code, did we really only hand out one last night when we said we'd do two? I don't recall. I'll take the brown over. Plus, I'm really out of it right now too. Though we have been streaming for like way too long today. And honestly, the whole next week is going to be way too long. Oh no, he already killed it. Oh, he has his own Eclarion. Oh, he has that Eclarion we auto-won with the other time. Honestly, that one might even be stronger, to be honest. Let's see. That was like scary good as well. We had it yesterday, and it's kind of insane what it gets to do. Big issue with this guy is he only hits one thing ultimately. Though he hits that one thing very efficiently. How long is the Sunbird gonna... Okay, I was gonna say, how long is the Sunbird gonna live with that poison on it? He was kind of doing pretty good there for a second. Until it died. Until it died moments later. Clarion, are you enough to solo? We're about to find out because you're the only thing left. Oh, why'd I do that? He gets guaranteed skull. Alright, this is scary. Is this winnable? Looks like we just did. There we go. He just triple killed. Yeah, I guess we'll run it. It's literally a one-unit team, but we'll take it. As long as that one unit's always winning. They have no clue how people do 24-hour streams. We streamed like 13 hours total today, and I'm like completely out of it already. We've done like half of a day log stream. Already out of it. We don't have any alignment here. We'll just poke something just for the sake of poking it. Alright, we're gonna try this and see if we get alignment. The answer is no. Give it a lot of red mana though. We could take a skull. Oh, we do have alignment. If I take it this way, we actually have alignment and we get extra turn after, and we already had the extra turn. So we take that, boom, 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 dead. We then take all that, boom. We then take that, boom. And then we just look at it with something. Like the eye, throw an eye at it, boom. Wait, how did that not kill? Should have Sunbird. Wait, how did that not kill? Imagine if we actually lost because of that. We need to give 6.9 codes. Yeah, let me start prepping the next code. Because, gosh, I restarted the computer earlier today too. And I'm not sure what's been up with my side one, but gosh, it's been getting laggier than normal. Might be time to finally replace it. It's going to be 10 years old, that computer. As of, not the one we're streaming off of, but the side one. The side computer will be 10 years old this summer. I believe either June or July, one of the two. I know Beacons with J, the month I ended up ultimately getting it a decade ago. It would be the longest I have ever had a singular computer for. And it is still barely hanging in there. Feels like it's getting slower by the day, but it is still functioning somehow. I'm still not really sure how, but somehow it still is. Let's see. Although at this point, I don't really feel like it's worth replacing anything in it. Just getting that dated at this point. Just letting it barely hang in there. And maybe not something to brag about. I don't know, I like using things for a while. I'm not one to replace something. Like, I'm one to always have a backup replacement ready. Which is why we have a second computer that we're streaming off of right now. But I'm never one to really replace something until, like, it is absolutely decimated. Beyond repair of even being able to use to any degree. Oh, I should take the yellow first. I don't like our mana options. Hey, Clarion, you need full mana already. Wait, why did I even cast the other one? If I didn't already have a Clarion mana. Yeah, we have no alignment. It just all backfires. Like, we don't need alignment to cast it, but it would be nice. And I'll wait a turn or two. See if we can get super value out of nowhere, just plow down the whole team at once. How do we still have no value there? He's gonna create a bunch of colors I half need, half don't need. Can't get alignment over there. I can't take vertical there. We somehow still don't have red alignment. We do have double red skull though. Hopefully Dragonian Monk will mostly miss here. Ooh, we got full barrier. Not what you want to see. Take that. I'll take some mana. Hey, finally! It took long enough. We're actually gonna do it on Dragonian Monk, oddly enough. Just because he's actually being the most annoying thing on that team right now. I don't think we're gonna lose because of him, but he's definitely making it more annoying. Oh, so many skulls yet. That felt like it did 0 damage to us. Oh, I gotta let him have the kill. Oh wait, because he has 0 attack. Wait. I was like, wait, why did that feel like it did so little? It's because it was done by a 0 attack troop. Ah, I see what the why that seemed so low. I think I see the problem there. For his team, not ours. How much damage is this? Not a lot. It's 11? Oh wait, that's actually enough though. And just poke the guy. Yeah, let's take a green. What's he gonna do? Barrier? Burn will kill him. And dead. Or skull. Skull works too. Alright, one more battle and we're done with arena. Then we'll go hand out code. I'm gonna go get the code. 1 second. Gosh, I can't even see the thing. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Grab that over. Take the other red mana. Anything else we can get here for value? Anything else? Anything else? I'll take that. Get all that cascaded. We have a Sunbird. We got a skull. Take the skull. Let's see. We do have the Cascade of the Explode, which is worth considering. Let's see. Sunbird's not enough. Honestly, I'm about to just explode that corner. I guess a little bit less value on each of them, but it allows us to kill them out with that. And at this point, one more Sunbird might actually be enough, oddly enough. That's something that normally happens in Arena, the double Sunbird for actual kill. Because every subsequent cast after the first one gets such a diminishing return in Arena. Because it comes in at such a lower level. Each subsequent time is way worse. Yeah, that should be enough. I don't even need to see the numbers to know it's enough. I just know. There we go. Oh, Genie Lamp. Well, at least our first offer was good. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go into the code. Let's see. We go grab this. Boom, boom, boom. Copy, copy, copy. Paste, paste, paste. Cut, cut, cuts. Here you guys go. Enjoy. Any moment now. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. I just donated to this Smithsonian and move on. Yeah, I actually got that laptop when I started college. Because I needed something for it. There you guys go. But just slightly before college, though, was the main one I did use during college. And there we go, we get 2 event keys. And what would we get if we were to go do the entire of the next reward? 60 writs. I am pretty sure we can get 60 writs quicker by just spamming explore than the amount of time it would take to go through 3 arena runs. And we'd get more than 3 times as much when we do it through the other means. It's kind of insane how bad that is. So yeah, arena event still absurdly dated. Okay, let's go run some Volkies. How many do we even have right now? 610? There we go. Roll a few dozen then. Oh wait, this is the wrong... Oh no, this is the right team. I thought that was the wrong team for a second. Yeah, I'll make this one work. Yeah, you aren't guaranteed if you go for the writs through merchants. But you know, if you do get one, you just get like absurdly more for what is basically free. Catch you later, Clip Bomb. Thanks for stopping by. If anyone's losing any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. At this point, I guess it's got to be standard grind at this point. Since we finish every objective, we finish world event. We finished the, we got the Mythic. We finished the, I'm trying to think of what the weekend one was. Oh yeah, duh, Arena. We were literally just doing it. Finished the Arena thing, or at least as far as we're realistically planning on going. So hello, Insane Gamer. Welcome, welcome. We're pretty much good to go. Trying to get lucky on a couple of Volkies here. Assuming we even can. I know, he survived. I don't have the extra damage on. I'm still using 20% right now. Not sure if I want to change it to have 8 more damage. Like, yes, the kill range is more, but I also like the 20% mana start a lot of times. Just a lot of damage range. A lot of times it has enough mana, enough damage. I don't know, I guess you can look at it either way. Because most of the times it has enough mana already without the 20%, and a lot of times it has enough damage already without the extra 8. Or, you know, extra 4 for 8 effectively. I still haven't really determined which way is better. It also depends how much extra stats we have through other means. Because the more stats we have overall, the better 20% start is, like we're using now. Whereas the lower the stats at a given time, the more likely it is better to have the extra magic. Because at a certain point, extra damage doesn't really do anything for you. But it's at a weird threshold where it kind of does do a lot. Within a certain range. Like, if we had 10 more magic always, then we would never need extra magic. Or is that like the perfect range where we just like ever so slightly need somewhat slightly more magic here and there? That's one weird thing with things getting stronger over time as well within the game, but modes stay in the same difficulty. is what you can actually use in the ranges that you have access to. Just keep getting bigger over time. Bigger than the mode ever initially anticipated for. I got something stuck in my teeth from dinner already. And it has some chicken with noodles. It was mostly the breaded chicken. Like the breading got like so stuck in my teeth. Oh, also, remember the other week when I said I got a chicken wrap from that one place and it was very meh? I finally made my own since then, the other day, using that same chicken I just had leftovers of tonight. And, yeah, it's definitely better just to make your own. I hate that, like, no place sells good, like, chicken wraps these days. Like those ones that McDonald's used to have. For pretty cheap, relatively speaking. But, yeah, making your own is just so much more convenient. And cheaper. And probably healthier. A lot more effort, though. No, not that much more. Just because I have to wrap them all together. I did a little mini wraps, too. Instead of doing, like, gigantic ones that are really annoying to wrap properly, I did, like, those little mini, like, circle ones. Almost like patty-shaped. Also, make sure you don't overeat that way, too. Because if you ever need more, you just make another little mini one. You remain your own Chipotle burritos? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Chipotle. Or, you know, the place called Chipotle. I think that's also called a food, and now that I think about it. But, I'm not sure. I've never really ate there much. I think I've ate there like 2 or 3 times. And, I don't know, it was kind of average. Like, it's one of those places where it just feels better if you just, like, made it yourself. Because they're pretty much just making it in front of you anyways. Just buy the ingredients that they're doing, and then, you know, you're good to go. Like, some fast food places, or, you know, like, foods in general that you'll eat out on, like, it makes sense to go out for them, because the amount of effort it would take to do it yourself is just not worth it. But Chipotle is one of those restaurants where, like, everything they do, you could literally just do yourself in most situations. It's more so for the occasional ease of access. If only I found a convenient way to make cheese dips myself. Gosh, I ordered like 3 of them the other week. Like from 3 different places. It wasn't even the intention. It just kind of happens because we're celebrating a bunch for my mom's birthday. And somehow every single day for like several days consecutively, I somehow got a completely different cheese dip from completely different places. Not sure how it worked out that way. I think my biggest issue with cheese dips is the mess of having to clean up after the fact. Generally when you're bulk making cheese dips, especially if you're making like a fondue or something. Like the amount of cleanup is just way more annoying than just getting it out. Because that stuff is hard to clean. Like super sticky cheese. And it's like matted into something. And 90% of the ingredients can be found at any Dollar General. That's so unfortunate. Dollar stores aren't dollar stores anymore. I remember like the other year, even though I knew about it for like that they changed it for like a couple years. The other year I went into a dollar store, like, you know, one of those stores that normally every single item in it would be $1. And I knew they made the change to $1.25. But walking in there and seeing everything be $1.25, it really makes you rethink every purchase you buy in a dollar store. But yeah, I'm not sure what to think about them anymore. Because a dollar store is not a dollar store anymore. It's a dollar quarter store. Like, obviously Dollar Generals and stuff, they always had higher prices. But now Dollar Stores has a bunch of things that aren't $1 anymore. And it really throws you off. Because if you're planning on getting 10 items, you compare it to 8, or, you know, like 8 items now cost you what 10 used to cost you. They still have some amazing deals, though. Honestly, a dollar store is a great example of how much every place in existence overcharges. Because in theory, most products in existence can actually be sold at pretty similar prices to what a dollar store would sell them at. You know, $1, $1.25, stuff like that. It's just in order to make more money, they are charged at way higher. Because almost every single object in a store under $10 has a production cost that is in a cents. Like, not over $1, but literally in the 1 cent to like 80-ish cent category. Like every object that's sold for like $2 to $10. So, you know, they could be selling them for like $1 or $2, but, you know, they charge more because they can for more profit margin. And because the store also has to make a cut. Which is actually where most of the price increase even happens on most goods. Because you have to pay for employees, the actual building, everything else. Let's see, we'll take that one over. Although less so on employees lately. Because everything's slowly starting to get automated there. Hey, finally! This is the only special one we've gotten all day. That's actually rather surprising. What's the number there? There we go. 212. Hey, 212. You've been rethinking the economy for the last 25 years and just keeps getting worse, pretty much. I feel like, generally speaking, the entirety of society is. There's many things that could be to blame. Like, to some degree, you'd almost want to blame, like, the entirety of the internet. But honestly, it was going downhill even before then. Like, that was probably a catalyst for a lot of issues we have today. Is, like, the entirety of what the internet is these days. But it's definitely not, like, the original problem that started it all. It just made every problem quicker. And spread very, very wide. And more well-known very quickly. Because to a degree, society doesn't necessarily have more problems now. It's just easier to identify and share every issue that has been occurring for probably decades prior. I'll take that one over. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember 99-cent stores. I didn't really understand the point of them, though. It more so just seemed like a different company trying to rebrand their own dollar store without getting sued. So they're like 99-cent stores. Which was basically just dollar stores. Hey, Glory. Oh, the only problem with dollar store soda, they generally have that super ultra cheap stuff sometimes, though. Like that stuff that's basically corn syrup with food coloring in it. Or pretty much one step off from being so. Like, I think the actual ingredients, if you were to read it, not counting every preservative, is corn syrup again, sugar, and then like carbonated water or something. And then like a billion preservatives. Had ketchup in Ireland and had whiskey in it. Oh gosh. Yeah, fruit juices actually aren't really that good for you. Especially since you're not really getting all the fiber and everything else that fruits has, since it doesn't have like all the pulp and actual like physical fruitness of it. Like fruit juices are like one of the biggest scams out there in a sense. Because they have like that slight veil of like, hey, it's fruit based. But honestly, they're like just as bad if not worse than soda. But yeah, I've still gone 5 months now without soda. And by 5, I mean 4. Whatever you count the beginning of year from now is. However many months you count that. Like, we're in the 5th month of the year, but, you know, only 4 months really move forward. Depending on how you look at it. But, yeah, I have not had soda all year so far. It's actually, I think, almost the longest, if not the longest I've ever gone with no soda. I've still been having some sugary drinks here and there, though. So that doesn't fully fix the problem. But as far as actual soda, I have not drinking soda all year so far. It's kind of like the year I went with no fast food. And honestly, it hasn't been that hard. I think the first month was the hardest, but then after that, like, it's pretty straightforward. Just don't buy soda. And just drink anything that isn't soda. Not necessarily picking the healthiest drink options, but, you know, they're healthier. I've been picking up, like, a few alternatives. Actually, do I still have the cup thing over here? No, I don't. I can't remember what it was called. I think it's called Naked. But, it's basically like a pure fruit thing. Not like a fruit juice kind of thing, but like an actual good one. That doesn't, like, get rid of all the, like, it isn't just purely, like, all the juice of it. But, I've been getting those occasionally just to kind of try them. And a few other things here and there. They're okay. They're pretty pricey for what they are, so not really worth getting again, but I'm kind of just trying a bunch of different ones here and there. Just to see kind of what I like, what I don't. Just for future reference. Hey, another glory there. I think their blueberry one was the best one. Oh, so someone mentioned, I didn't bother looking it up, but someone on stream mentioned the other day, like, vitamin B to not be as sleepy. And, the blueberry one did actually have a surprisingly high amount of, vitamin Bs. Which, is blueberries in general actually high in that? Or was it some of the other things? I'm actually not even sure. But, still pretty good. Yeah, they do have a lot of sugar. But that's why you only eat, or drink, small portions of them. Like, I never drank a whole thing at once. Like, I spread it across, like, 3 or 4 different times. Like, one single whole bottle will take me, like, a whole day, normally. If not a day and a half. But yeah, fruit is naturally high in sugar, but it's a healthier sugar than, you know, most other sugars. And things that don't have any sugar can have some of the worst sugar in it, in a sense. Because it has, like, that artificial, like, sweetener stuff. So something having 0 sugar in it can be very misleading. This can actually be unhealthier than something with really high sugar. Which honestly, food labels are like one of the most pointless things ever. I'm not sure if everywhere is like that or if it's just an American thing with how bad labels are. But honestly, half those numbers mean nothing. Let's see. Let me go move this one over. Move that one over there. When's the second code? When did we say we hand out a second code? We might still hand out one though. We'll see. Yeah, it's still healthier if you eat the actual fruit. It would always be healthier to eat the actual fruit than any kind of fruit substitute or you know, fruit juice substitute. Because you always miss out on the fiber. And not all fiber is the same either, so you actually have to eat like a variety of things. You can't just eat like one single thing. Because even something that's high in fiber, you still need to get different types of fibers. We'll go hand out one more code after this one right here. Bring us to a nice solid 550. Oh wow, that was way off of hitting. Whoa, how is that so far off from hitting the kill? Let's go ahead and another code right here. Hey, tribute's ready. Well, you know it's been an hour. Oh, there we go. Anyways, let me go ahead and tribute. Not tribute, a code. If it'll ever load. Hold on, it's taking a couple years. Loading. Alright, let's see. Let's go run a few more keys, I guess, while we're waiting. Yeah, a few more in there, maybe another 10. I say a few, it's gonna be 10. Like, I plan to do like 5, and you know, it's gonna be 10 or 20. That's basically what 5 means when it comes to vault keys. Okay, codes is up. Let me go grab a code. Loading. You know one other reason why it's being so slow right now? That side computer has been on all day, which means it's been on for like 14 hours. It is like never on that long. I was like, wondering, like, wait, why does it seem like so much slower even though I just restarted earlier? But that would be why. It's all tired. There you guys go. Enjoy the second code, which I guess was technically last night's second code that was never released, technically. A dietary tips channel? No. I feel like my diet isn't that diverse at all either. It's basically just salads, the occasional fish and or light meat, and that's like it. There's not much else. Or maybe just a random snacking thing. Like if my mom gets free food from work, I'll nibble into that. Maybe the ever so occasional buying something out. But I live like almost entirely off of salads, the occasional fish, the ever so occasional meat, and like a few other things here and there. And chicken wraps now. I actually don't I try not to eat that much chicken. Yeah, obviously I do on occasion. Hey, Orb of Forging to end it on. Not bad. Been needing more of those. Wish that was the major one though. Oh, so there's the 2 codes we handed out earlier. 4 treasure maps, 2 gem keys, 400 souls, 5,000 gold. Obviously, half that much each. Okay, let me go add that to number, and I think I might end it there. Gosh, we're gonna be so tired this entire week if we're this out of shape from like one 12-hour stream. Because tomorrow, other than all the normal Gems of War stuff, because we'll have the Gems of War video up pretty early, hopefully, and we'll have, you know, our standard 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time stream. But tomorrow, I hope to do Darkest Dungeon 2 streaming, assuming it's launched by then, at around noon Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday, we'll be continuing with Breath of the Wild. Wednesday, we'll be doing Fall Guys Season 4? Whatever on earth they're calling it these days. They're adding a map editor, and it's a new season, so whatever they're doing with that. Thursday, we'll be finishing Breath of the Wild, and Friday, we'll be starting Breath of the Wild 2. That launches exactly on Friday. So, yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. Which means we're going to be busy with side games in this entire week. Like, every single day the next week, we will be doing something. Something's already planned for each day. But that's the game plan. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoy your week. Obviously, Gems of War content will still be the same as normal times, normal everythings. And I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. Goodbye, everyone.